Hello, everyone. Thanks for getting on tonight to have a listen. I really appreciate your time. I know it's important and it's valuable, and I plan to keep this as quick as possible. So I will be following a few notes just to do that. You're all wondering who I am. First of all, my name is Connie Hewitt, and I am an area manager and independent consultant with Arbonne International. The person who invited you here on this call this evening to have a listen to this recording obviously felt that you deserve to hear about the opportunity and very much valued your feedback. This is something that may be for you and may not be for you. It isn't for everyone, and that's totally okay. All that this person has asked of you is just to have a listen for them and to listen with an open heart and an open mind. So before we get any further, I'm going to just dive right into it, and I'm going to tell you why I do Arbonne and what excites me the most about this business and this opportunity, and what I think may excite you as well. And if not you, maybe someone that you know. I'm going to share with you tonight a couple of different ways as to how you can be more part of this fabulous company. And this will help you decide whether or not Arbonne is a fit for you. And like I said, it isn't for everyone. It may be for you and it may not be for you, but no judgment here. So with that being said, from the bottom of my heart, I really do thank you guys for getting on. Your time is valuable, and I want to respect that as much as we can tonight, and to get right into the nuts and bolts of it. My name is Connie Hewitt, and I am an Arbonne independent consultant and area manager. I've been in this business for 3 years. Absolutely love it. Certainly not something that I ever thought was in my future. I never dreamed that I would be a network marketing professional. My background is corrections. I have worked in many different fields. I've worked in corrections. I've worked in the corporate world. I've done office management. I've worked in payroll. I've managed a business in the oil and gas industry, a family business for the past for about 15 years. So I've done a lot of different things. I've never done something as awesome and as cool as Arbonne though, and I have completely fallen in love with the social marketing industry, and I'm going to tell you why I'm so passionate about that. So I was introduced to Arbonne, like I said, 3 years ago. I was introduced through their product. So we have what's called an RE9 skincare line. It's an anti-aging skincare. I'm also an esthetician by trade and a reflexologist. I was having some issues with my skin at the time because of a medical issue, and I decided that I would try these products. Long story short, fast forward 3 years, I fell in love with the product, decided to start using it, and then was introduced with the business opportunity. At the time that I was introduced to the business opportunity, what the person didn't know about me was that I was going through some major changes in my life. So circumstances in my life had changed. So like I had said, I had been running a family business with my husband for about 15 years. So behind the scenes, just doing all of the admin and management stuff. Stayed at home with 3 children at the time. So I was able to stay at home and to run the business from home, which was great because it filled my cup in both ways. I was able to be there for my kids, and I was still able to do something that felt like I had some adult stuff going on, so to speak. What happened though is that I live out west. I live in just outside of Calgary, Alberta. And what happened was, if you guys are familiar, you know that the oil and gas industry crashed. With that crash came there was a huge impact on our business. So of course, huge impact on the business, huge impact on our finances, right? I opened the business at the same time in my home doing aesthetics. And that was able to compensate for some of that lost income, but it certainly didn't compensate for a big chunk of it. Our income was cut by about 60%. At the same time, I had some personal stuff going on. The circumstances for my family were changing massively. When I was introduced to the business opportunity, I thought I had no time and I had no extra money to spend to invest into a business. But what I learned later down the road was that what this business now has done for me 3 years later is it's actually, ironically, given me more money and it's given me more time. And I'll explain to you how that's worked for me. So Arbonne has come into my life, and Arbonne has been able to provide for myself and my 3 children. As a single mom now of 3 children, Arbonne has been able to provide a full-time income for me and my family while working part-time hours. I couldn't find anything that would do that for me, of course, right? It's pretty much unheard of. So that's what Arbonne has done for me. It's turned a really bad situation into something really positive. What it's done is it's also allowed me to save for a beautiful family holiday for the four of us to travel across Canada and to visit our family in Newfoundland. So that has been phenomenal for us. It's also enabled me, guys, to do things with my children that I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. In the sense that because I get to be at home with them, I have more time flexibility. So my kids always get to have their friends here, and they always get to do fun things because I'm always around for them. And I literally manage to work this business in the nooks and crannies of my life and around them. So my kids, rather than getting the rest of me at the end of the day, my kids get the best of me. And everything else gets the rest of me. So I love that I can live my life that way. And I love to teach others and to share with others how they can live their life that way as well. So what Arbonne is. Arbonne is a health and wellness company. We are a lifestyle company that teaches health and wellness from the inside out. We actually have been rated the #1 global company for healthy living from the inside out. We are a plant-based, botanically based company. We're vegan, we're gluten-free, we are ethically based, we're non-GMO, we're kosher. We have never tested on animals, will never test on animals, and we've been around for almost 40 years. We are from a Swiss heritage. We follow European standards, but we don't just follow these standards. We are approved by the European Union. So this right here is what sets the Arbonne products aside from every other product out there. Whether it's retail, it's another social marketing company, whatever it may be, this is why you would want to use Arbonne's products, and another reason why you'd want to be involved, of course, in something so unique. We really do have the edge on the health and wellness industry from a clean, safe, and beneficial standpoint, because we've been in the industry long before clean became a trend. We've been in the industry, like I said, for almost 40 years. So what it means to be approved by the European Union is this: any product that is approved only by North America, so by Canadian and US standards, there will be anywhere from 10 to 14 ingredients banned in your body care products, your nutrition and body care products. Okay, anything that's been approved by the European Union has 1,400 ingredients banned from their health and wellness products. Now, like I said, because Arbonne has the edge on the industry, Arbonne has been able to go above and beyond that and ban another 600 ingredients. So we have a total of 2,000 ingredients banned in our products. Massive, right? And that's what sets us apart. So what most of the general public don't understand is that some of those products that are banned in our products are things like parabens, PABAs, formaldehyde-donating preservatives, sodium lauryl sulfates, mineral oils, animal fats, like really disgusting stuff. These carcinogens that are in the products actually cause things like cancer, are very highly linked to cancer, autoimmune disorders, hormonal deficiencies, all those things. And we know that these are things and health problems that are on the rise today, unfortunately. And we're seeing young children and young people having to deal with these type of medical issues. So just so you guys know, to give you a little bit of an understanding of what that looks like, animal fats that are in your products are disguised on the ingredient list as things like glycerin and lanolin and items like that. Mineral oil is one of the huge ingredients in our products that are only approved by Canada and the US and not approved by the European Union. Mineral oil is bottom of the barrel crude oil. It is a #1 cancer-causing carcinogen. It is dirty. It's bottom of the barrel crude oil. The reason why it is in our products, in products that are approved by, not Arbonne's, in products that are approved by Canadian and US, North American standards, is because it costs so much to dispose of it. So rather than disposing of it and spending that money, it's in the products as a filler, which is really disgusting. And sadly, there's high concentrations of it in baby products. And we have a baby care line that's phenomenal. So in in Europe, what they do is they actually, in European countries, they pay to dispose of mineral oil. So just like to share that with you guys, just to give you a little bit of a perception as to how this looks and how Arbonne is so different than any other products out there. We have over 400 different consumable products. We have everything required for the baby, to the teenager, to the senior. We are becoming a leading household brand. One of the key points that I want to point out to you there is that we are consumable. So from a business standpoint, if you're ever looking at being in any type of business, what you want to look at is consumable. That's huge, right? Because what that means is that if you have a consumable product, you're building a clientele, people that are using these products, loving these products. If they run out of shampoo, they reorder shampoo. If they run out of their moisturizer, they reorder. If they run out of their protein shake or their probiotics or their omegas, they reorder. So that gives you a sustainable business. So I really like to point that out, because if you're looking at, regardless of if it's Arbonne or whatever it may be, it's a really good thing. It's a really smart thing to remember from a business standpoint, okay? We have a nutrition line as well. And what our nutrition line consists of is high-powered nutrients that's meant to keep our body fueled and to keep our body healthy. So we have probiotics, digestive enzymes, omegas, and all the minerals and vitamins that are needed to keep your body going. It's a really awesome product. I love it. Being celiac, I have not been able to find anything on the market that I've been able to use, and this product has been amazing, and it's actually helped me a ton. So that's just a bit of a side note, and if you're interested in that or want to know more about that, reach out to the person who sent you or reach out to myself. I would love to share more with you. So we are a social marketing company. Okay, so you're thinking social marketing, is that kind of now the cool way to say network marketing? We are a network marketing company or social marketing company, whichever you want to refer to it as. So this used to be a taboo conversation, right? There was a time when network marketing, people thought that was one of those weird things that people do. Network marketing, there's nothing weird about it, guys. It's actually the fastest growing industry today. There are actually courses being developed and implemented into universities to study to become a professional network marketer. Okay, so this is the way of the future. A lot of the reason why this is the way of the future is because the internet's made the world a small place. Most network marketing companies out there are online companies, and our clients are able to shop online. So a lot of the question that we will get is this a pyramid? Is this one of those weird things? Is a pyramid scheme? So I like to get that out of the way right away. So a pyramid scheme is illegal. A pyramid scheme is an exchange of money. Actually, it isn't an exchange. It's just money with nothing in exchange. No products. It's just money. And it's illegal, and it's usually done in a dark room somewhere, and you will be arrested and you'll go to jail for it. So Clear Deal isn't illegal. It's been around for 40 years. We are not a pyramid scheme. There's a pyramid scheme and there's a pyramid model. We are a pyramid model. So are companies like TELUS and Shaw and all the oil and gas companies and every other corporation, downtown Calgary, downtown Toronto, downtown Montreal, wherever you're located, these are all pyramid models, AKA org chart, okay? So what I really like to point that out and get that off the table right away, because it's something that people just don't understand, right? It's just, people are not educated on it, so that's just something I wanted to educate you on right from the get-go. Something you may already know, but I just like to get that out there. The big difference between some of these corporate companies and corporate Arbonne, the big difference between these two is that, let's say I started working at a company downtown Calgary and I was working in the mailroom, right, sorting mail. What are the chances that, and how long would it take, if I even, to get to the top of that company and become the CEO of that company? Nearly like impossible, really, right? With a company like Arbonne, any social marketing, network marketing company, we all start on even ground, and we all have the ability to hit the top of the company. It just depends on how hard you work. That's all. You have to work, right? So that's the difference between us and them, okay? We are a social marketing company. So social marketing in comparison versus retail, the differences there between these two things is that in retail marketing, we have many steps. Okay, so our products, we go from the manufacturer, then our product goes to the wholesaler, then it goes to the warehouse, then it goes to a sales force, then it goes to the retailer, and then it gets into the consumer's hands. So think about all those 6 sectors that product just went through. Now, every sector costs money. People doing that need to get paid, right? So there's an expense every single time. So by the time it gets to the consumer, there's been quite a bit of money spent, right? The difference with social marketing is that we go from the manufacturer to the independent consultant. So from the manufacturer, Arbonne, to me, the independent consultant. So what that does is that frees up a whole bunch of money so that I can be paid well as a consultant. It also frees up money as well so that we can put money into valuable clinical trials to have clinical results, of course, to show you. And it allows for us to have that income to give us that elite product, that top of the line product that we have for our consumers at a very reasonable price. Because if you're going to compare the price of Arbonne's products to other products, you want to make sure you're going to compare apples to apples, guys. Okay? You can't compare our products to another product that's sitting in a big box store. You just can't. It's like comparing a Porsche to a lawnmower. You can't, okay? So I like to point that out as well. Like I said, the internet's made the world a small place. So honestly, as long as you have one of these, you are in business, okay? You can work your business from anywhere. And that's what's super cool about this. Like I said, I work my business in the nooks and crannies of my life, and my children are number one, and everything else falls under that, okay? My business falls under that. It's just the way it is. And I love that I can do that. So because we have the internet and because we are an online business, we can literally make money while we're sleeping. So we are in several different countries. We're in massive global expansion right now. We're growing hugely. There's never been a better time to be involved in this business for a couple of different reasons. Social marketing, number 1 fastest growing industry out there. Health and wellness, another massive billion-dollar industry that we have right now. Healthy living from the inside out. Everybody is looking for that, and we have the edge on it because we were doing it way before it was a trend. European approved products, unheard of. So there couldn't be a better time to actually be part of something like this. And I feel like I am a proven testimony of this. I did this 3 years ago, and I'll get into where that's brought me today, but it's been massive for my family. We're in countries like Poland, UK, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and continuously moving into other countries. So you may not know people in those countries, but you may know people who know people who know people in those countries. So do you see how your business could really take off and grow? Arbonne is, when you have a business with Arbonne, there are 2 sides to it. There's your direct sales side. So that's your selling product. You're buying product yourself. You're redirecting your spending back into your store. You're getting a massive discount, and then you're making commission on products that you're using, and they're tax write-offs because this is your home-based business, okay? And you're selling to others, so family and friends and people you don't even know. Your business just grows because it's an online business, okay? Then there's the networking side of the business. The networking side of the business is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm sharing with you what this opportunity is all about. You hear about this opportunity and you go, oh, wow, well, maybe that would be something that I would like to try. You try it. Okay, I don't get paid because you decided you wanted to be a part of my business. I don't get paid because you joined. That's not how it works. My job is to then train you, hold your hand, nurture and encourage you, and just help you along the way with whatever and however you want to work your business. Once you are successful in your business and you're earning an income in your business, then there's what we call overrides on the networking side of the business, where then all of us as a team are making money, okay? So I always like to get that out of the way too. There are 3 ways to become a part of Arbonne. You can become what's called a preferred client, and that's where you get a 20% discount of all of your products. You can become an independent consultant, and that's where you have a business and you get 35% and more, a minimum of 35% of your products. And then you can shop at retail. But who wants to shop at retail, right? If we can get a discount, of course we will. what you're doing, like I said, is just redirecting your spending back into your account. We are becoming a leading household brand, like I had said earlier, and our products are amazing and everyone falls in love with them. We have a 45-day back guarantee, so I like to put that out there because that, I think, just goes to show that we believe in our products, that we really do have a good product, considering that we have a less than 1% return rate. Okay, so you decide that you want to become an independent consultant with Arbonne. It's $59 to sign up and become an independent consultant with Arbonne. Okay. What happens when you become a part of this company is you have the opportunity to move up 4 levels of management in the company. And no, there is no catch. And I know you may be asking yourself that question because I asked myself that question. There is no catch. There is no gray area. There are 4 levels of management. There's district manager, area manager, regional vice president, and national vice president. Okay, 4 areas of management. I'll quickly hit on what each one is. District manager is your first level of management. If I have a team member who wants that 8% pay raise, I am going to hold that person's hand and I'm going to walk you through getting that 8% increase in your pay, because why not? And it only takes anywhere, the average is like 3 to a few weeks to get there. That is making $300 to $1,500 a month, guys. That can make a huge difference in a person's life. Whether you're saving for that trip or that car payment or paying off a loan, I don't know what it is, but it can make a huge difference in people's lives. And it makes it a difference in thousands and millions of people's lives in this business, right? And then there's area manager. Area manager, you're making anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 a month. And at this point, your business is willable. So this is my favorite part, my favorite management level in the business. And it is my favorite part because this is where you can replace, if that's what you want to do, you can replace that full-time job. It can make a real difference in your life at this part because what you're getting is full-time income on part-time hours. So that's exactly where I'm at. If something were to happen to me tomorrow, God forbid, my children would get a paycheck. They get my paycheck every month for the rest of their lives. And I have a full-time income working part-time hours, an average of 15 hours a week. Every week looks different, but the average is 15 hours a week, okay? And I work when I want, with who I want, where I want. I run my schedule. So that's pretty cool. And that is my favorite part of management. And like I said, I've been in business for 3 years. And the average amount of time to get there is a few months, a couple of years. It depends, right? Regional vice president, the average income there is anywhere from $6,000 to $16,000 a month, and that's where you also receive a Mercedes-Benz cash bonus of over $1,000 a month, and that's 3 to 5 years to get to that level. The next level of management is national vice president, and the average Canadian national vice president today makes about $22,000 a month. Yeah, you heard that right, $22,000 a month. It sounds crazy, right? It's more than what some people make per year. And they also get a all-inclusive paid trip to Hawaii, as well as a larger Mercedes-Benz cash bonus. What I like to actually point out to you guys is that at national vice president level, the culture of Arbonne is all about giving back. The national vice presidents in our business give back in a massive, huge way. And that culture was started by our founder, Peter Morick. Peter Morick had a vision and a belief that he wanted ordinary people to do extraordinary things. And he also felt that our business, a lot of men do this business as well today. Things have evolved, of course, over the past 40 years, right? But Peter knew that he recognized that women wear their heart on their sleeves, and women love to share and they love to give. So he was very smart by actually recognizing that. So he thought, let's share this, let's give this to women, and let's make more women millionaires. Because if we make more women millionaires, this world will be a better place because women know how to share and how to give. So I thought that just totally just lines up with my morals and my beliefs. So it's pretty amazing. So to see some of the things that these NVPs are doing is quite inspiring, to be honest with you. At every level of management, you have the ability to earn a bonus. There's a bonus sitting on the table for everyone, and we have team incentives every month. Our team, I always like to kind of toot our horn a bit, but our team is amazing, and we always have incredible incentives, and you can get lots of fun jewelry and all kinds of fun stuff. So if this is something that's intriguing to you at all, then yeah, we're a pretty rocking team, I like to think. We don't have any funny things. We don't have anything like you need to have an auto ship order every month, and then you have a cabinet full of products that you're never gonna in your lifetime even have a chance to use. There's nothing like that. There's no fine print. There's no gray area, like I said. There's no minimum order requirements to stay an independent consultant. If you decide that you don't want to do it, you don't have to do anything. You just don't do it. That's all. There's really nothing. There's no other expectation or anything like that. There are really only 3 things that can happen. You decide that you want to become an independent consultant and dabble into earning a little bit of extra income. So you do that, and then number 1, you go, you know what? Don't like the products, don't like this team that she said was going to be so wonderful. I don't want to have anything to do with this. Well, you have 45 days. You pack up your products, you send it back. Done. That's it. You've lost nothing. It's a very minimal risk. Well, you've lost $59, but in all honesty, $59 is it's a Snickers decision, right? I mean, who gets to start a business for $59? That's unheard of. So that's the first thing that could happen. The second thing that could happen is you go, you know what? Don't really want to do this as a business. Not interested in that, but I'm getting my product at a great discount. I love my product. Susie Q, my friend down the street, my neighbor, my mom, they order the products. So I get, I make a couple of bucks, and I get discounts for myself and some close friends, and my family is using great products. And you're a product user, and that's it. That's totally fine too. The third thing that could happen is you could actually be that person that never thought you were ever going to be a network marketing professional. You can be that person that is making a full-time income, working part-time hours. You could be that person that's driving a Mercedes-Benz. You could be that multi-millionaire giving back. You could be whatever you want to be. This company really gives you, it ignites you to dream again. And that's something that I wasn't doing anymore, because in my head, it was something that was for little girls and little boys. And when you became an adult, you had adult responsibilities. And when you're a mom, you have mom responsibilities. So who are you to dream? Just do and take care of your kids and keep the roof over their head and, all the responsibilities that come with that. What's this dreaming all about? Well, guys, let me tell you, when you start to dream again, it opens up doors for your life. It opens up doors for your children's life, if children are part of your life. It opens doors for so many other people. And my goal is that I can be that person that is able to give back, to give when I want to give, to not have to think about it. If something pulls on my heartstrings, I want to go there, and I want to be in there, and I want to be helping, and I want to be giving out. I don't have to think about my schedule, and I don't want to have to think about if I can afford to give that amount of money. I don't want to have to do any of that. I want to just have the freedom to do it. So I hope I've given you guys all something to think about. This is a fabulous business. If it's something that's piqued your interest at all, feel free to reach out to the person who welcomed you on here, invited you on here, or feel free to reach out to myself. That's fine as well. We love sharing this business. If there's anything I'm passionate about, it's sharing and educating. Like I said, using top-of-the-line, botanical-based, European-approved products is not a priority for everyone. No judgment. It's a priority for my family and for myself, because I see the difference it's made in our lives by using, and in our health, actually. And I see the difference that it's making in other people's lives, in their health and in their livelihood. So thank you guys for coming on here. I'd like to give you guys one little bit to think about before we end. I want you to think about, we are all a result of the decisions we've made along the way in life, right? You're no different than me. I'm no different than you. That's just a fact of life. I want you to think about where you will be in 5 years if you continue to do what you are doing today. Good night, everyone. Have a super evening, and thank you so much again for getting on tonight.